at halftime.
Thank you, Malika. Well, for Knicks fans at the world's most famous arena, this is one of the special nights of the year. This building will be alive, and it will be ready. The Boston Celtics are in town. Jason Tatum looking to lead his team to banner number 18. But Jalen Brunson and the up-and-coming Knicks showed last season that they are a force to be reckoned with as we welcome you to NBA Courtside here at Madison Square Garden. And good evening, everyone. Along with Dr. Boobs, when Courtside continues, Lisa Salters takes a closer look at Boston's acquisitions. By the way, how did Jason Tatum walk right past Bill Bradley and John McEnroe? As we look at our starting lineups delivered by Taco Bell. And for the Boston Celtics, two key acquisitions in the starting lineup, some bold moves, some big changes, but they feel they're ready for something special. Meanwhile, off the top, look at those Knicks, the exact same starting five that was one of the surprises last year in the NBA. And mad at himself as Barrett will get 3 free throws. And we'll take our first time out. That's White's second foul.
Jason Tatum, he knew it coming down. Hadn't had a shot, was taking that shot, and he makes it.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And in part by Old Navy.
Highly anticipated regular season debut, Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs host Luka Doncic and the Mavs. That's next here on opening night on ESPN. A timeout call by Tom Thibodeau with just under 5 to play, opening quarter.
So can you get to pace after a miss? The Celtics looking to do exactly that. This was something they preached all camp. Get up tempo when you got Jaylen Brown. Not a bad idea.
Knicks shoot just 7 of 26 from the field. Meanwhile, Kristaps Porzingis 15 first quarter points.
He's in the right spot. He does the right things. He plays defense here, which you'll see, and then he releases afterwards. And you know why he released, Mike? Because Quigley goes to the floor. Right when he goes to the floor, Holiday is out.
He presents State Farm. Johnny McEnroe, part of a loaded celebrity list tonight here at the Garden. Patriots owner Robert Kraft sitting courtside, rooting for his Celtics. The talented and funny Jim Gaffigan here with his family, and Whoopi Goldberg here at Madison Square Garden. There's a lot throughout the place here tonight. Meanwhile, the Celtics, as we said, they're one game away from the NBA Finals last year. They lose Game 7 to Miami, and they trade Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams, Grant Williams, 4 key players to a team that's been very successful. A real bold offseason. His debut tonight. Can't wait. He is a special talent in the way he's handled everything. It seems like he has the mental makeup. Have to feel pretty good about trailing only by 5. The Celtics have to feel great about the performance of their 2 new players. As Porzingis with 15, Jason Tatum exploding. Drew Holiday also with an impact. But the Knicks, after falling behind early, do a nice job getting back into it.
Just watch this dribble right there between those 2 guys. The ability to put it in front of a defender and still protect it. The footwork, Mike, the efficiency, the ability on a spin to know where he is. You're talking about a guy back-to-back, first-team All-NBA, looking like every bit that.
The NBA on ESPN, presented all season long by State Farm, is brought to you by Jordan Brand. Believe in yourself and nowhere's out of reach.
State Farm, part of NBA 2K24 opening week here in New York City. Opening night for the Knicks and the Celtics in Boston right now with a 5-point lead. Here's some more sounds of the game from the first half. Block shots by guard last year with a big defensive play.
Get NBA 2K24 for 30% off now and see why it's being heralded as a game like we've never seen before. Scan the QR code for more details and to get your copy now. See you on the court.
Let's Star Watch brought to you by Jordan and the brilliant Jason Tatum. He's still so young, but Mitchell Robinson is in sync, and Jason footwork just goes opposite where the help is. He ISOs one-on-one. Now you get in a situation where I think Mitchell Robinson, he shouldn't be in that position. That's either a trap, but it's certainly not a switch, right?
There's your end of the month featured lineup. NBA Friday doubleheader, ESPN, Heat Celtics, Warriors Kings, the Mexico City Grand Prix Sunday afternoon on ABC, and Lions hosting Monday Night Football against the Raiders. What a way to wrap up October. End of October means beginning of the NBA season. And the rebound, and it leads to 2 points for Porzingis. And the Celtics will take a 9-point lead into the fourth quarter. No question about it, they'll review it. But an easy bucket. First game as a Celtics, been good for the Celtics and for KP Porzingis.
They talk about toughness, never putting your head down, absorbing runs. The Knicks show grit yet again, pushing tempo, no hesitation from Hart, and the Garden is alive and well.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
Better. Some rematches from last year's playoffs. Celtics and Heat once again. That's in Boston. Sacramento hosting the Golden State Warriors.
Hartenstein gets us into the paint. Defense collapses. Jalen in the closeout. Just enough on the lower body, and the Knicks in command.
We haven't got a timeout, may have a technical.
Well, quickly since he entered the league has had real poise. But in a week where you don't get a contract extension that some of your contemporaries have, do you put your head down or do you continue to play and say, show me the money, even if it's late? He's so fast. That floater game he's been using since his rookie season. The Knicks are plus 21 from the three-point line and plus 14 in second chance. Those offensive rebounds, that ability
For the Boston Celtics.
He's been the perfect fit for him. You know, he's been everywhere. And it's not just offensively. And he's done it with rolls to the basket, stretching the defense out, blocking shots. He's done it in every way tonight. He's made the extra pass.
It's just the perfect fit because it's not just elite rim protection, which they were provided with Robert Williams, right? That was a big loss because he was a good player, but he doesn't bring what this guy does. There's the rim protection, but the shooting, the spacing that he provides, the kinds of looks he's getting, and that chase down block where he's
with an enormous game, 30 points in his Celtic debut. Coming up next, NBA Wednesday continues. Dallas and San Antonio. For our producer Tim Corrigan, director Mike Schwab, of course, for Doc Doris and Lisa, Mike Green saying thanks so much for watching. Much more to come. Let's go to Ryan Ricco, JJ Redick, and Richard Jefferson in Texas.